See, one thing you should understand here, okay? See, data science is all about, it is not a single, man game in your industry. For example, you are working, as a RPA, basically admin guy, robotic process automation, right? So basically,
Right.
or you may be from non-IT sector or IT sector working in healthcare domain or some other retail domain. See, generally, data science in your industry, okay, it is not a single man game. Okay. See, for example, if you think that I am so expert in building your machine learning models, okay, then you are not called as a data scientist. Generally, even you won't get a job. So why? Because data science depends upon n number of different domains. Okay. For example, you take, we have retail domain. Okay. Fine.
Mhm.
So what are the best examples of your retail domain? Any, for example, your DMart. DMart is your retail domain, right? So then we have e-commerce domain, right? Fine.
Amazon, Flipkart.
Yeah, Flipkart, Amazon. Then we have banking domain, like any banks, right? Then we have aerospace
Mhm.
domain, okay, like your Airbus, right? Then you have manufacturing domain, like any manufacturing company, right? Right. Then you have like any XY. If I go on talking about these domains, I get dozens of domains, right? Hundreds of domains. Now tell
Yeah.
me why there is a sudden increase in what you call the demand for data scientists. Do you think that data science is not existed previously? It is very old technology than your Java. So when Java came into existence, 1990, right? Okay, 1990s it came into existence, right? But
Mhm.
data science is very older than 1990s. That is, whenever scientist has invented your mathematics, then only there is a concept of your data science. Data science is a mathematical subject. Purely, it is a mathematical subject. Okay, so it's a very old technology. Okay, but people doesn't know the importance of data science. Why? Because they doesn't know the importance of data. Now tell me, every industry, retail industry will be having certain data, your e-commerce industry will be having certain data, banking industry will be having certain data. Tell me which industry doesn't have your data. Every industry is having data. But previously, before 1990s, they used to give very, very less importance for the data. And even your State Bank of India, they used to store all the data in the form of books, right? We call as a ledger books, right? So every
Mm.
transactions they used to maintain some ledger books and hard files, right? So, but
Right.
19, so that is, even though they have the data, but they couldn't, they couldn't give that much preference for the data. That is the reason why, there is no, even though the data science is a very old technology at that time itself, they couldn't give that much, they couldn't utilize the technology of data science. But with the, we should say thanks to your internet technologies like your Java, .NET. Okay, so once these technologies comes in the 1990s with the advent of your internet www, what happens? There is a lot of applications. These industries they started develop their own applications like your mobile applications or web applications, right? So, for example, now you are able to see, you are able to talk about GPay. You are able to talk about if you want to what you call purchase one coconut or vegetables, you do not go to any near shop. You can just order in the Blinkit or Zepto. It will come within 5 minutes, right? That is a USP for them, right? So what is a USP for Zepto or Blinkit? Will deliver within 5 minutes at any cost. So that is the main USP, right? Unique selling point for them.
Right.
So basically, like nowadays the technology has improved a lot with the help of these applications. Okay, like your mobile applications, internet applications, and with the help of the internet, these domains, these industries, they started, communicating with each other, right? Okay, that is, there is some exchange of data between these industries. Whenever there is an exchange of data between the industries, then lot of data was generated in all these industries day by day. For example, you take your banking sector, how many crores, millions of transactions will happen every day in India, right? Then you take your Amazon or Flipkart, millions of transactions, purchases will be happening. Now, when they started getting the data from the outside world, from the public or from the internet or from different sources, then they started, getting the importance of data. Okay, fine. If I have the data, if I analyze this data, if I utilize this data properly, I can take certain business decisions in my organizations and I can make my organization better, profitable. Okay, then the people started thinking about the value of the data, importance of the data. Then when they want to analyze the data or when they want to predict the data, okay, so we can see, we can do only two things, okay, with your data. So what we can do, we can generally, uh, we have, if you have a data of any company, fine, any company, some XYZ domain, if you have a data, okay, so you can do two things. One is you can analyze the data, okay, using your analytical engine, okay, or you can predict the data, okay, so using your predictive engine. Generally, as a data scientist, you will be doing these two things in your industry. One is you are analyzing the data, one is you are predicting the data. That's it, not more than anything. So, but how you analyze the data? By using different tools and technologies of your data science. How you predict the data? Okay, by using again different tools and technologies in your data science. So people started basically getting the importance of these data science technologies once they got the importance of analyzing the data. Okay, I have the data, let me analyze the data, let me predict the data. But if you want to analyze the data, if you want to predict the data, I need certain technology. That is nothing but your data science and AI technology, right? So data science and AI technology is a very old technology. At the time itself, there is a machine learning concepts. Okay, we don't know that. Okay, when we started thinking about, the data, importance of data, then, we want to analyze the data. Okay, we want to predict the data. See, why I want to analyze the data? For example, I'm a CEO of Amazon, right? So I want to analyze my sales of a particular product over European region. Okay, whether my sales is increasing or decreasing. Basically, how can I analyze the data, right? So if I analyze the data, basically I get some business insights. I can improve my sales, or I can improve my productivity, or improve the quality of my product so that my sales will increase, right? Similarly, why should I predict my data? For example, you take Geo or Airtel, right? So these people, they are investing a lot of crores of funding on your data scientists. Do you know salary of data scientists is very high? Why? Because they develop predictive solutions for the organizations. Okay, it will range from minimum 20 lakhs to 3 CR per annum. I'm talking about in India. Okay, minimum 20 lakhs to 3 CR, 3 crore, okay, per annum. Why they are investing? Are they fools to invest this much amount on data scientists? Why? Because they are involved in developing analytical solutions and predictive solutions for the organizations. When they involve analytical solutions and predictive solutions, these organizations will take proper decisions. For example, you have a basically, Geo and Airtel. Okay. So these are the competitors. Okay. So basically Geo Reliance, he wants to invest crores of amount to develop one predictive solution, okay, which will tell how many subscribers, okay, I will lose or gain in 2020, okay, in 2030. In 2030, that is next 5 years, how many subscribers, okay, Geo will gain, or how many subscribers Geo will lose. So why that information is very important, that prediction is very important for Geo, so that what happens, they can take the decision now itself, or they can improve the quality, they can be competitive in the market with respect to Airtel. So that what happens, if they think that the subscribers are losing and they are getting attracted to Airtel, they increase more quality in the products, they give very good discounts, and they start attracting the people, so that the profit, the company will be in profitable manner. So this is the importance of your predictions, or this is the importance of your analytics basically. So the data is all about, if you have data in your hand, it can be, financial data, it can be any domain data, then basically you can perform two kinds of things. One is your analytical solutions. Okay, so generally I represent like this. So we call data visualizations or business intelligence. Okay, where we take certain important decisions with the help of, by analyzing your data in the form of reports or dashboards. Then we have something called as predictive solutions. Predictive solutions means implementing artificial intelligence technology in the machine. See, for example, you have a robot. Now you are in robot, right? Robot or RPA. RPA is nothing but robotic process automation. basically, what is this RPA? Basically, a robot, will automate the process. See, what is the process? Gathering the data is a process. Cleaning the data is a process. Transforming the data, loading the data, generating the reports. Everything is automated with the help of your RPA technology. The same thing we'll implement in data science also in order to automate the things. RPA, your robotic process automation will works very closely with your data science technologies. Okay, it will aid the data scientists like anything. So that I will come, after some time. So basically, these predictive solutions, how can we provide predictive solutions to the organizations with the help of artificial intelligence technologies? So what is this artificial intelligence technology? See, for example, uh, basically, I call you uh, your name as a Fanindra. So I say hi Fanindra, then what you tell hi, right? So that is you are able to recognize your name. How you are able to recognize your name? So generally, okay, that is nothing but your intelligence, human intelligence, where it is present in your brain. For example, if you think about your brain, okay, biological brain, what given by your God, your brain is made up of lot of biological neurons, lot of biological neurons which are interconnected to each other, now basically maybe in your childhood your parents would have been told your name is Fanindra, right? And everyone used to call you as a Fanindra, right? So obviously your brain starts training, it starts understanding that your name is Fanindra, it gets trained. This process is called training your brain. Hope you understood, right? So you are training the biological brain. How you are getting trained? With the help of your ears, with the help of your eyes, sensory organs, yes or no, right? These are the different inputs for your brain, right? So now your brain, okay, it is very alert that whenever someone calls you as a Fanindra, you will respond as Fanindra, yes or no, right? Some other will not respond, maybe unless or until same name is there, right? So what you should understand here, this is nothing but it is nothing but natural intelligence given by your God, yes or no? Okay, human intelligence basically, right? So this is a human intelligence. Okay, so how it got it came from your parents, right? So this is a biological in nature. So now, if you implement the same concept in your robo, okay, a machine, a CPU, a computer, or a machine or a processor, if you implement the same intelligence, that kind of intelligence is called artificial intelligence. That kind of intelligence is called artificial intelligence. So how Fanindra will do, this machine also will do this mimic Fanindra. So basically, the Fanindra, he will eat food. This machine also will try to eat food. Basically, it will try to reciprocate how Fanindra will work. So, but this machine depends upon what? Data. Okay, this machine depends upon data to get trained. How Fanindra needs training, okay, to understand his name. Similarly, this machine, this robot is also having certain name called Alex. If it wants to, if you want to make the machine to understand what is his name called Alex, basically you should give the data to the machine that, hey machine, hey robot, your name is Alex, your name is Alex. Basically you should give the data, proper data, and you should train the machine. Then only it can understand that his name is Alex. Otherwise it can't reciprocate whenever you call it as Alex. The same procedure. Okay, so this kind of process is called, basically we call as an artificial intelligence. Generally, in your artificial intelligence, in your machine, we have n number of what you call electronic devices. Generally we call it as a
Resistors, diodes.
maybe like we call it as central processing units. You can basically consider it as like one of the microprocessor. Okay, it's a processors. Okay, core processors, fine. So these processors, each and every processor will act as one biological neuron. Now this is your artificial neuron. This is your artificial neuron. So we can simulate this with compare with your biological neuron in your brain. How your biological neurons are interconnected to each other. Similarly, okay, these artificial neurons are also interconnected with each other, like this. Basically, all these are interconnected with each other, okay, to form something called as artificial neural network. Okay, artificial neural network. Okay. So this is basically, this also will act as a human brain, but it is not a human brain. It is an artificial brain that is present in your robot or a machine. Basically, it also requires data. Okay. XYZ data. It can be your image. It can be your voice. It can be your basically, weather data or sensor data or any kind of, domain related data. Okay. Domain data. So if you have the data, then basically we can train this machine. We can make this machine to understand what is this patterns, and we can make this machine to predict something. What is my sales after 2024? It starts getting. This is all about your artificial intelligence. Okay. So in your, how you develop these machines with the help of three technologies in your artificial intelligence. We have three technologies. One is your machine learning technology. The name itself suggests machine learning. Basically, we make the machine to learn the technology, right? Or to learn the data or patterns. Okay. Based on that, it will start predicting the things. Then deep learning technology. In deep learning is a subset of your machine learning where we implement all your biological neural networks, artificial neural networks. Then we have generative AI, LLM technology, large language models. So generally, large language models are a very complex machine learning models, which are subset of your deep learning. Basically, deep learning is a subset of your machine learning. Okay, and LLMs are your subset of your deep learning. These are all advanced version. So why these three technologies are there? I can only go with machine learning, right? Why should I go for deep learning? Why should I go for LLM? Why? Because in your real time, the data will be very complex. For example, if the complexity of data is very less, if the irregularity of the data, what you are handling is very less, then I can go for a normal machine learning model. For example, if you are handling some voice data or image data, which is a very complex to handle, then I can go for deep learning model. Still, if it is a very, for example, you take your chat GPT, you take your OpenAI technologies like your, what do you call, chat GPT or Copilot, okay, DALI 3. Basically, these are all prompt engineering technology. Whenever you ask something to a chat GPT, it will give everything. How it is possible with the help of your generative LLMs. Back end of the screen, there are a lot of large language models which have been trained in a complex manner to understand the complexity in the data and provide a valuable services, valuable solutions to the industries. So this is about your artificial intelligence. Now, see, one thing you should remember that you are telling that data science depends upon n number of departments, like your retail department, aerospace department, automobile department, some XYZ domains, right? Now, and also you are telling that all these domains is having data, right, in a common. Where these industries will store your data, that is a big problem here now. Generally, whatever the industries that is storing the data, we call it as a raw data. Generally, we can store raw data. Nowadays everyone is storing the raw data on clouds. Okay, everyone is storing the raw data on the clouds. Okay, so we have three cloud platforms like Azure. Okay, then AWS, then GCP, Google Cloud Computing. Then we have nowadays basically they are storing in Snowflake also. It is a database basically. So nowadays, it's a buzzing keyword. Okay, so anyone will ask, do you know Snowflake? Okay, so basically, most of the industries, okay, they store the raw data in the cloud format, okay, in these platforms, and also they may store the data in your database, right? They may store the data in your CRM, right? So they may store the data in your Excel sheets or CSV sheets, right? That's all, right? So basically, these are all what different data sources, right? So now, problem is with these data sources, whatever the data that is available in your data sources, these are not directly useful for your analytics nor predictions. Okay, you can't predict, or you can't, maybe you can predict. Okay, but what happens, this is a raw data. Generally, the raw data is always a messy data. See, for example, you are collecting the data from your Amazon app. Okay, so for example, you collect your first name and last name, right? It is a common tendency of any customer. They will enter first name. Okay, like for example, Rutvi. I won't enter last name. So what happens? It becomes null here. You will enter your first name like Phani, and you won't enter last name, like it become null. So that what happens? There are many nulls in your data. So if I give this data to your machine learning model to predict, or your Microsoft Power BI or any other analytical tools to visualize what happens, it produces the wrong results for us. So that, okay, what happens, we take the wrong decisions and our company will be in loss. That is the reason why never we give this raw data directly for your analytical purpose or predictive purpose. So what happens, basically there is a process that is involved. Okay, we need to convert your raw data to the structured data. Fine. Basically, we need to remove all the irregularities or messy things, in your raw data. Okay, then only we can supply. But it's not so easy what we tell. Basically, see, raw data where it is there somewhere in your industries, right? So this is all your industry, right? This is your industry premises. For example, you take your Amazon, or Flipkart. This is a Flipkart premises. So what we do, we need to establish one data science environment. Then we need to pull the data. Generally, what we do, we create certain data flows. Okay, data pipelines. We call it a data pipelines. It looks like pipe to pull the data and store in something called as temporary storage areas called as lake houses. What is it? Lake houses. So generally, lake houses, these are all staging areas. Okay, before preparing your structured data. Okay, first of all, I will pull all the data from your cloud environment to my local environment, and I will store in something called as lake houses. So this lake house, then what I do, again, I create certain pipelines, data pipelines. Okay. So in order to transform the data, I write certain, I use certain tools. Okay. Transformation tools are data cleaning tools in order to convert this raw data to the structured data or clean data. Then I store this structured data into something called as data warehouse. Data warehouse. So generally, data warehouses, these are specifically designed to store only clean data in the form of tables. Okay. So once we store the data in your data warehouse, then this data, this is a clean data. It is a processed data. This data can be given to your analytical engine, for analytical purpose. And also it can be given to your machine learning or predictive engine. Predictive engine can be your machine learning, deep learning, or LLM. Now, your predictive engine will predict the data properly, and your analytical engine will analyze the data properly, and it can give better results for your companies. This is all about, your data science and AI. That's it. Nothing more than this. Okay. Now, if you see here, there are a lot of departments and tools are involved in this process. Don't think only data science department. Okay. See, for example, where I'm storing the data, 99% on the cloud. So cloud computing department is necessary for you, right? As a data scientist, you should be able to understand the cloud computing technology. Then you are creating something called as data pipelines, okay, lake houses, then, all these things, transformations, right? Okay. Maybe see, nowadays, coding is, they tell that coding is not required. Yes, coding is not required, but minimum Python, knowledge should be there for you, which I will take care. Okay. Generally, 99% of your data science technology, they use Python coding as a heart of data science, basically, because a lot of everything is automation in your data science. How we automate it? Many people, they have written Python algorithms or Python libraries, okay, to perform certain tasks. See, for example, you want to predict the heart disease of a patient. Generally, we have one algorithm or a library called classification algorithm. Generally, okay. We use that Python algorithm, we use that Python library, we understand it. We are very least bothered how the algorithm has written, because we are a data scientist. We are not a developers or Python programmers. Okay. But we are very bothered about what input it will take, what output I'll get. That's it. Okay. What kind of algorithm I should use for what kind of problem statement. So to predict heart disease, I should use classification or binary algorithm. To predict your apartment price, basically. See, your apartment price, for example, if you go for 3 BHK, okay, there is one price. If you go for 2 BHK, there is another price. If you go for 1 BHK, there is another. That is basically the price depends upon the, the dimensions of your apartment. Yes or no, right? It is a continuous variables, basically, right? That kind of problem statement will be handled by regression kind of algorithms. So if you know that, that is more than enough in your data science. You do not bother about writing the code and all. Okay. Nowadays, most of the technologies, for example, you take Fabric technology, Microsoft Fabric. It is one of the very powerful data platform where you will write the code by itself. Based on the data, you decide whether I should use Pandas library or whether I should use PySpark, whether I should whether I should use SQL. It will only decide. Okay, it will only write the program. Only that you should be able to understand the program. The whole aim of your Microsoft or any big companies like Nvidia and all, to make the developer life very easy, not very complex. Okay, so that is the reason why these are all low code technologies. Now see here, basically, if you want to develop all these data, pipelines, lake houses, data warehouses, these are all called as data engineering activities. So as a data scientist, you should have some data engineering knowledge also, where we'll train you. Then basically data warehousing itself is a ocean. Basically, how to create a data warehouse, how to create a data models. Generally, we create certain data models. We create certain tables. Okay, inside your data, warehouse, we relate these tables to form data model. Okay, though these are all data modeling concepts. We use SQL here. Okay, in your SQL, structured query language, which is used to extract the data, create certain tables, create certain schemas. Okay, so as a data scientist, I should be well aware of SQL also. That will train you. Fine. So once that is your how many departments are there? Cloud engineering department, then data engineering department,
Data engineering,
then data
pipeline.
warehousing department. Then what about your analytics? Analytics is DNA department, data and analytics department. Then what about the predict engine? It's an AI department, right? Almost there are 5 to 6 departments that are involved in your data science end-to-end projects. Hope you understood, right? So this is nothing but data science project architecture. This is nothing but data science project architecture in a very simple structure. So let me show you some of the graphic visualizations, how your data science project architecture works. So which I collected. Okay, so basically this is a very fundamental, a very easy diagram. Generally now see here, as we discussed, your domains or industries will store your data in different data sources. One is in CRM, one is in your drives, one is the social media, right? So this is the business data. Basically we extract all these business data and we store in a temporary area called as data lake, like your lake house. Okay, then we extract the data and we transform the data, ETL, extraction, transformation, loading. Then we put into something called as data warehouse. This is a structured data, basically. Okay, once we give the structured data, we can consume the data to generate reports. Okay, or we can use the data to predict the information. We can go for different use cases. So basically this part, data scientists will take over. Fine. Now see here, basically whatever we have discussed, all these things, okay, it can be automated with your RPA itself, basically robotic process automation. Hope you understood, right? So basically you can implement your robotic process automation technologies in your data science by using certain tools. You can integrate your RPA tools with your data science tools in order to automate the extraction process, cleaning process, transformation process, loading process. Okay, report generation. Even it will aid to train your machine learning model. RPA can train your machine learning model. Okay, so and it can basically schedule your training of your machine learning models. Generally, because you are from RPA background, 100% there are many very good chances for you to observe in the data science industry. Why? Because RPA works very closely with your data science, because it deals with your automation. Data science deals with your data technology. So without automation, nothing, we basically, we are not able to increase the productivity of your companies. See, data cleaning, data processing, data loading, okay, then report generations, okay, prediction, these are all should be automated in your industries. Then only what happens, you can increase the productivity and you can provide certain analytical or predictive solutions. Okay, otherwise what happens, if it is manual things and all, never you are going to increase the productivity. That is the reason why RPA plays a very, very important role. So even, I collected some information. So this is about your real-time data science, how it works. Even I'll show you basically this is one of the architecture. Now here basically we have 3 kinds of data. One is your structured data. Generally, when we call the data as a structured data, suppose if you store your data in your CSV files and Excel files and tables, generally what happens, you have rows and columns, right? You have rows and
Right.
columns, right? So if you store the data in the rows and columns, like this, it's called as a structured data. Then we have semi-structured data. For example, your internet data is a semi-structured data. Okay, your maps data is a semi-structured data. Then we have unstructured data, completely social media data, then videos, then voice, then picture, images. These are all unstructured data. So here, what happens in your data science industry, we deal with all these kinds of data: structured data, semi-structured data, unstructured data. Then we extract the data, okay, load into something called as a staging area called your lake houses. Then basically, we put into our warehouse. Okay, then basically we supply this data to your analytical engine or predictive engine for your different industries. Okay, hope this is the very simple architecture of your data science real-time projects, how it happens in your real time generally. Fine. So, and coming to your even I want to show you something here. Now see here basically how it happens in your data science. See, generally, we first of all, we will be evaluating one problem statement. See, for example, we will find what is the, see, data science is all about providing solutions to the problem statements, real time problem statements. Okay, see, for example, what is the real time problem statement? Heart disease, prediction, right? Whether a patient can be vulnerable for the heart disease or not. Okay, whether the patient is vulnerable for diabetes or not, BP or not. So these are all the real time situations, real time problem statements, right? Okay, so basically how you basically provide a solutions for this real time what you call problem statement. Generally, we understand the business is nothing but what kind of, this is a healthcare business. Basically we want to predict the heart disease, whether a patient gets heart disease or not. So basically you need to understand the business model, problem statement, data, right? You have BMI index, height, weight, all these your data. Then data understanding, right? The second step is your data understanding. Please try to understand your domain data directly. Don't rush away by using your tools. First try to understand your domain data, then prepare your data. Prepare your data means all these things what we have discussed: transformation of your data, loading your data. Then develop your data models, basically predictive models like your machine learning models, analytical models. Then evaluate them, then deploy them. Deployment is one of the what you call excellent technology in your data science and AI, where we use MLOps technology to deploy your machine learning models. It's a combination of your machine learning and DevOps. Okay, so like this, basically, once we deploy again, the cycle will start. So generally, this is nothing but your data science life cycle. Data science life cycle. How every industry, will what you call follow this data science life cycle. They implement certain agile and Scrum methodologies, TDPS methodologies. Okay, project management methodologies to provide certain analytical solutions, data science AI solutions, and deploy the solutions. Okay, in the industry. Now coming to the career, see basically how you. So before getting into career, let me show some robotic RPA. See now basically how robotic RPA helps your data science. Basically, it can automate your data collection. Okay, it can automate your data cleaning preparation, data integration, reporting and visualization, task automation. Okay, so basically it also helps your what you call training, scheduling your machine learning model trainings. So RPA works very closely with your data science, and there is an excellent article how your RPA works. This is a company what you call Xenon Stack. Basically how RPA will help your data science in automating the things. How as an RPA admin or RPA developer, you have very chances in your data science industries to become a very good data scientist, because industries love most of the requirements in Apsara also. Whenever most of the companies they call, do you have a knowledge on RPA? Fine. So where we train them on RPA also, because of this. Lot of requirements are there now. So basically, even now, if you see, they are talking about A genetic analytics. A genetic analytics is a very new concept. Recently, still it is in research, what you call work. Okay, A genetic analytics. Okay, that also will train you here. If you talk about all these things, 100% no one will reject you, right? So now coming to basically very small representation, as I told you, your machine learning, is a subset of your artificial intelligence, and deep learning is a subset of your machine learning. So if you consider this is your artificial intelligence, inside your artificial intelligence, you have machine learning. This is your ML, and this is your DL. Now I can say still inside I can put one circle, okay, like your Gen AI. Gen AI is a subset of your deep learning. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So this
Right.
this is all about your basics of your data science, and I want to show you another project. Basically, see, basically, how you can develop your career as a data scientist. So generally, once you, I'll tell you one thing. Now you are from RPA. Okay, what do you call? Let me open one. Yeah. Now you are from RPA background and Salesforce admin background, right? So it XYZ domain background. It can be anything, right? Now you have around 10 years of experience, right? So now, basically, first of all, Now you are planning to get into your data science career, right? So this is called as transformation. This is called as
Right.
career transformation. Okay. So why a company, a data science company should hire you? First point is you have a knowledge on RPA or your admin works. You are from IT background. Okay. So that is very important. They will give a tick mark for you. Second thing is what they expect. At least they will expect, do you have end-to-end real-time data science project implementation? Data science project implementation. They will expect you this. They will expect you this. Okay. How you get this? Basically, if you want to implement end-to-end project implementation, first of all, you should learn all these technologies like your data analytics, okay, Power BI, Microsoft Fabric, okay, SQL, machine learning, deep learning, Gen AI, all these technologies you should become a subject matter expertise. Yes or no? Right? So minimum it will take 4 months of period of time to make you to understand these concepts very thoroughly in real-time manner. See, once you understand, generally, here what we will do, we will ask you to take some certification. See, you tell that I am very expert in machine learning. You tell that, I am very expert in Power BI, right? But how industries will believe that, right? So we recommend you to take some certifications like your, Microsoft, Power BI, okay, Microsoft Power BI, okay, then Microsoft Fabric, okay, then Microsoft machine learning certifications, then NVIDIA deep learning certifications, then your generative AI, Databricks certifications. These are all certifications, conducted by the topmost companies. If you got certified by these, obviously what happens, you get a lot of value, fine, in the industry. Now once you certified, so generally, like I will take 4 to 5 months of period of time to train you here, to give a very good expertise on these technologies. Then I will ask you to take these certifications in the 5th month. Okay. Then once you are certified, okay, so generally 100%, if you are able to understand, if you are able to attend the classes regularly, 100% you will clear all these certifications, because these certifications is not that much difficulty. Okay. It is an average basis, easily you can clear certifications, because even the training will be as per more than certification guidelines. Okay. Now once you clear a certification, basically the 6th month, what I do basically, okay, so for you, the 6th month, okay, so we focus only on your projects. Very, very important. All end-to-end projects. See, end-to-end projects, basically, it's not like, simple projects, what we give descriptions, all these things. Minimum, we give 50 capstone projects. Okay, I give 50 capstone projects. Then minimum 10 real-time projects. See, what is this real-time projects? See, for example, I'll show you a bare example. Okay, so I work with this startup very closely. It's a NASCAR-based startup. Okay, so EZSIM basically. So this is a NASCAR-based startup. Okay, so basically India's first AI interviewer. Okay, so basically, like they are developing one product. They are developing one product to interview the candidates like you. Okay, with the help of robot, with the help of machine learning or deep learning technologies, AI technologies. So the product will itself will do the data science interview for you. No data scientist will do, no HR will do, right? Suppose if this is getting what you call, if this certify you, you will be getting a job wherever you go. So like that product, they are designing, and where I am working very closely with this startup, then what I will do, I will make you to involve in this startup. Hope you understood, right? So basically, in the 6th month, you will be directly involved in this startup company, basically, right? So that what happens, you start getting, the product knowledge, you start getting the technology, we'll open the code. Okay, we'll open the description. Basically, we will train you on end-to-end project basis. Okay, completely fine, of the startup companies. So like that, basically we work with n number of startup companies. Okay, so minimum, I provide, for example, I work with around 20 plus startup companies. Okay, I'm advising to around 20 plus startup company. Directly on my recommendation, you will be given minimum 10 to 20 projects. Okay, to add to your portfolio. I'm not telling normal dummy projects. These are all real-time projects. Okay, so we can add to your portfolio. Generally, these are all startup projects, and directly we can see once you add to your portfolio. That is 1 month period of time is necessary to work on all these projects very thoroughly, very concretely. Once you got understanding of this project, you get a confidence. Basically, in your data science companies, there are 4 rounds of interview. The first round is your screening round. Okay, screening round. So basically, they will match your profile with your job description. Okay, whether it is matching that or not. So second thing is that it's a technical interview. So technical interview, as I told you, right? If you focus 4 months, okay, you will become a subject matter expert. That is more than enough to clear this interview. Okay, fine. If you're attending my classes regularly, 100% you will clear the interviews in the second round. Third round is basically, it is the second round of technical interview again. Fourth round, is your project round, basically. So they will ask you, you are from RPA background, what projects you have did, what is your portfolio, data science, basically. The main important thing is here resume correlation. See, you have 10 years of experience in your SharePoint and RPA. So generally, what we need to do, we need to correlate your resume. That is very, very important here, right? So minimum, we need to correlate 3 to 2 years of experience in data science. We need to implement your admin works, RPA works with your data science work. Okay. Then basically, we need to create your CV. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So then, we need to add all your projects in your portfolio. Okay. Then we make you to go to live. Basically, once you are done with your project, generally most of the recruiters, they will see how much confidence you are explaining your projects. That is very important. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So once you start explaining confidentially the projects, the final round is your HR round, salary negotiation round. Okay. So, and coming to the salaries, they are very, I can say, the industry is in high demand. Okay. You can start demanding the good salaries. Now, basically, once you become a data scientist, there are many ways, to climb your career. See, once you become a data scientist, you can start working, okay, as a what you call team lead, then what you call manager, then senior manager, okay, then what you call AVP, then VP. So basically, like vice president role is a top role. Okay, it is a very toppest role. Nowadays, they are getting even 3 crore per annum salaries, and they are the topmost what you call senior members in your data science industries. So like this, you can build your career ladder in your data science. Okay, so data scientist, easily you can become a data scientist, fine, with a very lucrative salaries. Once you follow the guidance of ours, easily you can become a data scientist. But once basically what you call become a data scientist, how you climb your ladder, this is the way you climb your ladder. Even basically I train many people who are into managerial levels, basically. Okay, so who are into managerial levels, basically we train leadership qualities, we work with leaders in topmost industries. Generally, we give exposure basically to the leadership in your AI also. So how to become a leader, how to become what you call a team leader, what are the qualities you should have to build your data science companies. So all these non-technical stuff also I will train you, fine. Now coming to this, what is, see, basically, we have an excellent chart for you. So this is basically, see, what kind of, level of understanding should we have? For example, for a data scientist, okay, you need to, basically, you need to understand your business, what kind of complexity, and the medium level you should understand your business. But regarding your data understanding, you should understand your data very high level. Then data preparation mid, okay, then modeling top level. See, modeling and data understanding is very easy. Then evaluation is very easy. Then deployment is not, because deployment comes under project management. Okay. Similarly, when you take this data engineering role, which is a subset of your data engineering, data analyst, business analyst, these are all subset of your data scientist, data warehousing, all these are subset of your data scientist. Okay. Then this is how, they need to have the knowledge, basically. Data analyst, this is how high ML engineer. For example, if you talk about your ML engineer, this is how they should have the knowledge. Then product owner and project manager. So when you think about project manager, so he requires business understanding should be very high, and remaining things should be low, mid, and all. So the work of project manager is very easy, right? Okay. So basically, this is how basically you can develop your career and you can become master of your data science, in a different ways. Hope you understood what I'm doing. Okay. So yeah. So this is about your data science, and artificial intelligence. So in this class, basically, we understood what is data science, what is data science is all about, what is the importance of your data science, what is artificial intelligence, how many departments are involved in your data science. Okay. And basically, again, we are telling there is no need of coding here. As a life of data scientist, see, the throughout data scientist life, use n number of what you call tools. Okay, so to provide all these solutions, okay, he will use tools. Generally, he won't write any coding. So just for your understanding, I'll take just 5 minutes of my time again. See, for example, I'll open one tool which is called as a Microsoft Fabric. Microsoft Fabric is basically it is a topmost data platform introduced by your Microsoft recently to provide data science solution. So generally, when you open your Microsoft Fabric, it is an app, basically cloud-based tool. Okay, so simply with the help of your URL, I can log in into your Microsoft Fabric. Okay, simply I tell app.fabric.microsoft.com. Then basically I can start, basically what you call analyzing my data. For example, I will create one what you call data warehouse here. So for example, I'll show you one data warehouse which we already created. So basically, see here, for example, this is your lake house. Okay, just click on this lake house. So basically, like where we store the data. So this is how your data scientist will work actually, only on the tools. Just you should be know how to click and operate, how to drag and drop or all these things. Now see here, these are the different tables, address table, customer table, all these things, all the data has been stored in this lakehouse in this manner actually. Okay, it is previewing the data, and you can store the data in the form of files. See here, this is the data what they stored. This is the customer table, right? So like that, you have different types of data, right? Now basically you want to do some analysis also. See, for example, even I can do analysis. Don't worry about the tool what I'm using. Okay, so simply I can drag and drop, and I can just see here, I will write one SQL query. Same, simply I will drag and drop the table, or I can just drag and drop, here. See here, drag and drop. When I drag and drop, automatically it is writing the code by itself. Or basically what I do, I will just put a cursor here, click on, see, new SQL query. Okay, new SQL query. So it is suggesting, do you want top 10, top 100 address? Just click on this, it will write a code by itself generally. Okay, so just click on this. Okay, now see here, it has written a code, SQL structured query language, select top 100, all these columns from your table name. Generally, how much time it will take for you to write this code? Minimum 5 minutes, but here fraction of seconds, and also it is getting the data for you. Hope you understood, right? So all these because of your generative AI technology. This Fabric, Microsoft Fabric is a Gen AI tool. Basically, it's a cloud-based data platform, integration tool, where everything will do for you. Only that you should understand the syntax. Easily you can understand the syntax. That will train on SQL, pandas, whatever maybe, right? Now see here, it has generated the data. Now I can visualize the data. Just click on visualize the data. So click on visualize the data. Click on continue. Click on continue. Now see here, I'm able to trigger one tool called Microsoft Power BI. Okay, already just the data got exported here. Okay, now I can easily visualize my data with the help of certain visualizations like this bar chart or column chart. Okay, so what is my postal code with respect to city? So our state and province. So I can do n number of things here. Fine. So like this, basically, I can start, working on my visualizations. Okay, in real time. This is nothing but your analytics. What you're doing, providing certain analytical solutions. Similarly, you can develop machine learning models. Okay, so deep learning models, n number of things. Only one thing you should understand, you should be able to have the knowledge on tools here. So data science is all about tools and technologies. Okay, so only that you should have a hands-on. Never you get a chance to write your coding. Even whenever, for example, if you write a code on Python, for example, we write a code on Python on what you call Jupyter notebook. Okay, fine. So basically, let me click on this Jupyter notebook. So generally, I'll tell you, even we use Colab. These are all platforms. Okay, it is asking. Okay, I will Google Colab. So Google Colab is one of the AI tool which is used to write your Python coding, where we develop your machine learning algorithms, all these things. Never you get a chance of writing code by your own, basically. Fine. So for example, let me click on code here. Okay, click on code. Okay, now see, you are able to see something here, code. Okay, so now basically, if you want to add two numbers, I can write a code like this: x is equal to 1, okay, y is equal to 3, basically z is equal to x plus y. Very simple code. Very simple code I have written. Okay, print z, right? So let me execute. So let me execute. Okay, so basically, so it is taking some time because it is a client server architecture. Basically, it will connect your server and it will kind. Basically, this is some syntax error you got. So basically, print Z, right?
Tough.
Yeah. So just let me. Yeah. Now basically you got your answer, right? So yeah. So how much? 4, right? So you have written a code, but generally you need not write any code, okay, by your own. You are able to see something called as generate here. Click on generate with AI. Click on generate. Ask your Gemini. Gemini is a generative AI tool. Basically, it will write a code for you. So write a program. This is nothing but a prompt engineering, basically. Write a program to add two numbers. Okay, fine. Just hit enter. It will write a very good program for you. See here, prompt is, what is a prompt? Prompt is nothing but a text. It's a collection of commands. So write a program to add two numbers. So it has a written a road program, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 5, z is equal to z. Just click on, just run it. Now 15. I didn't wrote any program here, yes or no? So the generative AI tool
Yeah.
has done a program. So this is a Python program, a very simple program, right? So like this, most of your data science technologies, they are built with a no code technologies. You do not worry about your coding part. You do not worry about anything. Everything it will take care. Just should have basic understanding. That's it. Hope you understood, right? Okay, fine. And
Yeah.
because you are from RPA background, whether you are a developer, admin, whatever may be, that RPA will sound an excellent career for you in data science. 100%. See, just I can guarantee you, just focus for 3 months. Okay, 3 months. In the fourth month, I can make you to go inside the job market. Maximum by 6 months, you get selected as a data scientist. Not even maybe Mr. Sunil or anyone, they would have told you 12 months, but maximum by
Mhm.
6 months, you will be in your data science industries. Okay. So basically, that much demand is there. Only that you should know what to study, what not to study, and simply studying itself will not fetch you a job. Basically, you should study as per your industry requirements. Okay. So what they are asking, okay, what should I study so that I can get into data science market very easily, right? So this is how basically I can train you and I can make you to get into the market very fastly and with all flying colors. And believe me, it is a very easy. Many of my students who are from non-IT also, they are doing well actually, right? It is not at all a problem because the technology is like that. Many people fear that there is a coding in Python, nothing. It's not like that, right? Nowadays, everything is very what you call feasible. Basically, everything is automated. The technology is very high now. You do not worry about that. Only that you should have hands-on and with practice. That's it, right? So this is about data science. So any queries, Mr. Fanindra? Hope you enjoyed the session.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I have a lot of queries.
yeah, please, please.
One moment, I'm write down all the queries here. The first thing is,
Huh.
uh, see, data science is a very vast and almost it includes a lot of things like a data warehousing, data analyzation, data visualization, machine learning, deep learning, AI, and all those things. So,
Yeah,
being a non-technical guy, can we be able to crack it within 5 months or 6 months of duration? Will
easily you
it
can crack.
possible?
Easily. See, basically, as you told, data where data science is all about all these technologies, right? Like your data engineering, data warehouse, okay, then
Mm,
data and analytics, then machine learning, deep learning, AI, Gen
mm,
AI, right? See, but
mm,
everything is an ocean. For example, when I
right.
talk about your deep learning, it's an what you call data engineering, it's an ocean. There are many roles
Mm,
at data engineering itself. Hope you understood, right?
mm,
When I talk
mm,
about your data warehouse, again it's an ocean. If you talk about, if you start studying about your data warehousing, 2 years also is not enough, right? So
mm,
everything is an ocean. Yes or no? There is no limitation to study, but but how much you study, okay, how much the industry is needed, that is very important here. Hope you understood, right? You do not study everything here, okay. What is the requirement for the industry? See, for example,
mm,
as a data scientist, how much knowledge I should have in your data engineering? I should have a knowledge to create your data pipelines, okay. I should have a knowledge to create your lake houses, okay. I should have a knowledge to create your data warehouses, okay. I should have a knowledge to write some SQL queries. I should have a knowledge to write small Python scripting. I should have a knowledge to transform the data, to write certain coding, okay, to transform the data, to clean the data. That is more than enough. You do not worry complete what you call data engineering concepts. Again, that is different domain. Data engineering is a different domain. You are not a data engineer, right? You are a data scientist. Data scientist, he should be able to understand, you should have a knowledge of data engineering, data warehouse, DNA, ML, all these things. Oh, hope you understood, right? But he should not have core expertise. No need to have core expertise in all these technologies. Hope you understood. So you should be able to understand, for example, to take Power BI, how can you provide analytical solutions using your Power BI tool? And how can you provide, when you start working on Fabric tool, just now what we have worked, okay, it's a completely hands-on tool. If you are very good in hands-on, that is more than enough. Okay, this is basically data science is only for the non-IT people, not for IT people. Generally, to be frank, I'm telling. Okay, suppose if you are from Java background or developer background, then there is a separate set of roles for you. For example, you can go as a machine learning developer, generative AI developer. See, developer in sense you develop machine learning algorithms. That is not your part here as a data scientist. Hope you understood, right? So that's what there are many roles. There are many what you called ways to become a data scientist. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So why non-IT people are becoming data scientists? Because of this. Because they have domain experience. That is very, very important. Okay. For example, you are from RPA background. That domain experience is very important for the data science industries. Then end-to-end real-time projects. So what you call involving some end-to-end real-time, real-time projects. Okay, understand the technology, whatever the technology is needed for the industry. Just you study that, you get into the market within 6 months. If you start going on, what you call studying the subject, data science is like 7 oceans. Hope you understood, right? So basically, within 6 months, whatever the industry is required should get trained. Then do some real-time projects, okay? Then, involve in startups, okay, to get some exposure. Then prepare your resume, go to the job market. Okay, this is more than enough to get your job. Once you get into your job, again, you are in the middle of the ocean. Again, there are a number of things to learn, a number of things to upskill yourself. Again, you will come to know how to swim. Once you are in the middle of the ocean, and if you know how to swim, okay, here I will make you to know how to swim, right? Now, once in the middle of the ocean, you know how to swim. Obviously, you will swim and you will achieve your goals. This is how everyone will do generally. Hope you understood, right? Okay. So do not worry about that. You do not think negatively that you are from non-IT. Basically, whether I can cope up or not. Basically, it's not like that. 300% you can cope up. Believe me, it's very easy, and it's all about your tools and technologies. You do not worry about that. Hope you understood, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And the second thing is at present we are working in IT. So parallelly, can we able to work for the interns as well? Because here the process is first 5 to 6 months we have classes. So that is including with the real time class or else directly, I mean only study class.
See, basically here, what I do here, Monday to Friday, okay? So you'll be having online sessions, like 1 to 1.5 hours, okay? Based on the concept. Morning sessions, you'll be having the classes, some, 7 to 8, okay? Then 8 to 9, then 9 to 10, basically some 10 to 11, like that, 11 to 12, fine? So generally, even we go for work after 12 o'clock, fine? Then again, we come back from office at around 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. Then we start from 8 to 9, 9 to 10. Okay, these are all 10 to 11. These are all real-time live sessions, what we take. Now, regarding your startup projects, okay? See, basically, for example, you take EZC, right? So you take this company, right? So basically, every company is having something called as academics and research. Hope you understood, right? Under that technology, you are 100% eligible to take some stipend. You are 100% eligible to do some activities. It doesn't affect your job. Hope you, because, for example, you take many of my students. For example, you take Ishtadama. He's working in GE, General Electric. He's also involving. You take Abhinay. He's also involving. Basically, he's from IBM. So generally, these comes under your academics and what you call upskilling. So it doesn't comes under your moonlighting or something. Hope you understood, right? What I'm telling. Okay. So
Here actually I'm working in auditing company.
okay.
Okay, so I don't know whether I have the eligibility for that.
Generally, now, basically, like for example, if you work with basically, for example, as I told you, right? If you work with startups to get some experience, generally what happens, it comes under research and development. It comes under academics. Okay. Now, for example, if they are paying you, for example, if you start getting a paid intern and all, okay, generally most of even my students, what they do, they will request the companies to transfer the fund to any other their siblings or any other ways. Basically, these startups also, they want you to work basically with the low wages to make you to get some experience, right? So you need experience. Basically, they need a project to be done at with the low wage, right? So obviously, maybe if you think that it affects your basically they won't ask your PAN card or all. Basically, if it affects your what you call financial things and all, there are different ways where you can coordinate with the Apshala team. They can help you to get that what you call stipend diverted to any other accounts. That is not a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, many people do
And
this only here. Many people. For example, take Sandeep. Sandeep Mali, he's my student. He works for what you call L&T Mindtree. He's into cloud architect basically. He's also involving in the startup project and he's getting stipend to his mother account. Hope you understood, right? Yeah.
yeah,
His mother account, he's getting stipend. So like that, basically, like you can plan the things accordingly. That you can talk to your Apshala team. Yeah.
okay. And the third thing is, what about the internship pay? I mean, the stipend pay.
See, that's what. See, basically, uh, you will be eligible to work as an intern. See, first semester, basically 6 months. Okay,
Mhm.
6 months. You need to focus on your subject matter expertise and projects. In these 6 months, okay, 5 months we will take you to train you and certify. Generally,
Okay.
in these 4 months, vigorous training will be given. In fifth month, certification will be given for you. Okay, generally, we give some holidays for you basically to what you call it, to prepare for certification examinations where you crack the
Mhm.
certifications. Okay, fine. Then in sixth month basically we'll give completely projects, complete hands-on projects. we won't
Mhm.
talk we won't talk anything apart from projects, only projects. Okay, then when you enter into your second, this is the first sem. As soon as you enter into your second sem, okay, so generally, what student will do here, basically, we will restructure your CV. Okay, CV preparation. Okay, plus your LinkedIn preparation. See, generally, whenever the recruiter see your profile, it should be very, impressive that you are not only an RPA admin, you are working on data science technology also, because RPA is very closely related to your data science technology. They should get an
Mhm.
impression that you are a data scientist. Hope you understood, right? So we need to
Yeah.
restructure your CV and we need to restructure your LinkedIn also. Then basically it will happen in your beginning of your first semester. Hope you understood, right? Okay, second semester. Once you are done, basically in your second semester, you have two options. One is directly you can go for MNC companies for the interviews, and also you can attend paid internship offers. Paid internship offers here, where you start getting, for example, one of my student, he got selected in Deloitte. Okay, so now he's earning around 35K stipend. Now,
Mhm.
by doing the internship in Deloitte, he's working, he started attending interviews of Microsoft, he started attending interviews of Infosys, Cognizant, Capgemini. So basically, once he get an offer, he will leave the Deloitte and he will go to the company. Now, some students, they are working in startup companies with around 20K or 10K stipend. So it all depends upon your company, startup companies, how basically, they pay you basically. Obviously, like minimum it will start from your 10K to 35K basically, or 50K. Sometimes they start with 50K also. So why here the paid internships are very important, because once you start working as an intern with any startup company or mid-scale company or MNC company, that you can show as a portfolio in these MNC companies. Okay, so apart from your RPA work, you can also tell that I have been advisor to this. I'm working in I have been involved in these projects. Basically, I'm not sitting ideal. I've been contributing a number of things to the data science industry, so that recruiters get pleased here, so that they start offering you in the MNC companies. So generally, this is how we work with all these model. So you get benefited in both your experience, also you get benefited in financial terms. Hope you understood, right?
Okay. And what about the salary hikes?
See, salary hike, as I told you, minimum, it will, your data science industry now. There are, I'll tell you one thing, see, at that time, for example, you take I started my salary at that time, okay, with around 15 lakhs. Okay, fine. As a basically fresher, basically, right? Now my salary is around, in terms of 1.5 CR, basically. Okay. So
One moment.
basically, how your salary depends. See, most of the data science companies, okay, fine, they depends on your previous salary, okay, previous salary. Or some data science companies will tell that I will start giving from 20 lakhs. Some data science companies will tell that 30 lakhs. Okay. It will go like this based on your experience. Now, suppose if your previous salary is for your, what is your present salary now, Mr. Farindra?
25 to 28 in between.
Approximately 10 lakhs, for example. Now,
No, 28.
28. So basically, now it is 28. Okay. So now, basically what happens, okay, industries will start considering this 28 lakhs and they will start basically giving more than this only. They won't give less than this. Okay. So basically now you can easily expect about 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs package. Okay. Once you finish all these technologies, okay, you can start expecting around 50 to 60 lakhs in the one shot, basically in a one company. Once you work in one company, you can start developing your career as a manager in data science, team leader in data science. Then you can go till 1 CR. Hope you understood, right? Okay, what are you telling? So now basically, one thing you should understand that salary depends upon your previous salary. Never they can give salary less than 28 lakhs. They'll give
That is
salary more than 28 lakhs only, but 100% they'll give salary with a very good hike, because once you get certifications, once you involve in the projects, all these things, once you showcase a proper portfolio and with a minimum little interview performance, okay, your performance in the interviews, 100%, they will give very good hike for you. You can reach easily 50K. For example, you take recently one of my student, Abhinay, he got selected in IBM for 70 lakhs. Okay, his salary was around some 35 lakhs. He got selected for 70 lakhs salary. Okay, as a generative AI developer, basically. Fine. So basically,
I'm not asking much hike. I'll just equal also
yeah,
fine.
decent hike you'll get, no doubt. See, 28 lakhs means easily you can get 50 lakhs. Easily. I have seen many students in my life. Basically, because 28 lakhs is very less salary in data science industry. It's a very less. Normal data analytics guy with 3 years experience now, he will get 28 lakhs. Now with the data science experience, basically with your RPA experience, if you combine that, easily you can cross 50 lakhs. 100% you can cross 50 lakhs. No need to worry about it.
And the third thing is like per class, how many people are there?
See, generally, I won't recommend more than 10 people. I won't recommend more than 10 people. Why? Because we want to, what you called, focus on each and every student very perfectly, right? See, basically, if I teach a class for 1 hour, I'll give 15 minutes time to ask questions. Okay. So basically, every student should get you at least 5 to 10 minutes to discuss whether they are able to understand the class. Suppose if I have 50 students, okay, it becomes very messy. Even it's difficult to handle for me also. Generally, I recommend only 10 students for the batch. Yeah. In my batch, there will be not more than 10 students. Okay.
Okay, you only teach the subject, right?
See, basically, I'm one of the key instrument, as I told you, right? I'm a key advisor for this organization and also different startups. And again, Apshala is having their own team. They have their different teams. Even even I coordinate with them. Basically, people are from Wipro, people are from Cognizant, people are from Tesco, people are from different MNC companies with vast experiences, right? So basically, once a student is allotted to one expert, basically you will be, for example, if you start allotting, if you are getting allotted to me, I will be taking care of complete end-to-end process completely, starting from your
Okay,
data
so if
analytics to
I
the.
ask you to I mean, mentor, so
Yeah.
can we able to do that?
See, I'll be your mentor basically. Completely, I'll be your mentor, and also basically, you will be getting a real time. For example, you take data science project management sessions. A project manager who is having vast experience only in the project management, he will come and give some sessions for you. So, but 95% I'll be handling your classes, starting from your subject matter expertise, projects. Even I will show you basically the what you call it. I'll be responsible, to introducing you to the startups like this. Okay, make them to work. Okay, make you to work and get the result. Hope you understood, right? Yeah.
Okay. And the next one is what about the job guarantee of this?
See,
I mean,
basically,
it is a guarantee or assistance?
I'll tell you one thing, Fanindra. Till now, no student of mine, you know, they didn't went out of any other organizations without offer. Why? Because see, here I am following a strategic methodology. Okay, what is the methodology? First phase basically subject matter expertise, right? Okay, so this is very very important. Okay, once you get a subject matter expertise, easily you can clear the second and third round of interviews. Okay, easily you can clear the second and third round. Then projects, real time projects. See, there are real time projects. These are not like normal projects. These are all startup projects basically, right? So
Mhm.
startup projects, fine. So for example, uh, I'll show you one profile. Okay, for example, I'll show you one profile of my basically what do you called one of my I can say, I'm basically advisor in that company. Fine, just give me some time. I'll show you one profile. Let me stop my screen. So basically, uh, this is a startup company where we are providing what do you call it, AI solutions for the Maharashtra government. Okay, Maharashtra government. Fine, just 1 minute. Okay, just 1 minute. Let me search his profile. Hmm. So basically, we are providing certain analytical solutions and predictive solutions for this Maharashtra government. Let me share my screen. So are you able to see the screen? Basically,
Yeah.
so basically, like Brand Sense is a market research company basically. So Aniket Patil is the director of this company basically. Basically, I work very closely with this director of the company. Okay, so
Mhm.
Brand Sense, it's a company where they provide analytical and predictive solutions. So it's a Pune Maharashtra based company. So now what we are doing basically, we are trying to develop some automations. Okay, we are trying to develop some automations, for the Maharashtra government, and we're taking up some government projects, okay, and providing some predictive solutions and automation solutions with the help of this company, basically. So basically, this is all about your AI company, fine. So if
Mhm.
what we do basically, I will make you to involve in these projects, okay, fine. You can
Mhm.
directly put your portfolio, okay. These are all not repeated projects. Hope you understood, right? Directly you can add to your portfolio, okay, and you can start working as a data scientist. So that what happens here, there is no question of rejection in your third round. Okay, so as we discussed, there are
Mhm.
multiple rounds in your interview. Okay, the first round is the screening. Anyone gets selected, that is not a problem. The second round and third round, okay, these are subject matter expert. Basically they will ask you to technically, what is your technical stuff. This also easily you can clear. Fourth round is your project round, right? So when I talk about your project round, when you work on like these projects and correlate with your previous experience, there is no question of rejection, because we'll take your level of confidence to the very height. Most of the recruiters, they will check what is your confidence level in handling the data science projects. How you get a confidence level if you start involving in these projects. Hope you understood what I'm telling, right? So once you start involving in these projects, okay, once we make you to understand the ins and outs of the projects, okay. For example, I'll show you one what you call the recorded session. How you make me to understand the project? What we completely share you the source code, everything basically, okay. So basically, like completely we'll show the source code, everything, and generally, we try to understand your what you call you know resume, all these things. Let me just I think they even uploaded in YouTube, okay. So let me check in your YouTube uh, Apshala YouTube. So completely, like end to end, you get your completely the projects. Now basically, now here most of the students are my students who are attending the interviews here. They have uploaded the session. Okay, one student basically she got n number of minimum 30 interview calls. She got selected as a data scientist. Every month I'm talking about. This is already uploaded in the YouTube of your Apshala, right? So basically, that's what there are n number of what do you call just they uploaded project in your Apshala. Let me show it. I think there is an issue.
It's okay. I mean, I have to clear the doubts first.
Yeah. So no need to worry. Basically, like this is the project. Now see here, basically, if you see this real-time project, yes, I
Yeah,
think
I got that videos.
you got these videos, right? I think you have got this project also, right? See here how they are meticulously explaining actually, basically. Now we
Mm-hmm.
take care of everything basically. Okay, we give the data for you, we give the source code, we make you to explain everything. So we'll make you to get a very good confidence on your project. Hope you understood, right? That is very
Yeah.
important. Once you get a confidence on the project, any interviews easily you can select. You can select in the any interviews. Hope you understood what I'm telling, right? Okay, so
Mhm.
that is the reason why easily you can clear your fourth round of interview. Once you clear your fourth round of interview, okay, the first round is very easy, right? So the second and third round is a technical round. Easily you can clear. Fourth round, because we are expertise in the projects, not only normal projects, real-time projects, we are directly showcasing the startup projects. And also we'll correlate with your RPA projects, basically. OPM. This is called resume restructuring. So 100% you
Yeah.
get selected in fourth round also. Then what is the final round? Fifth round is your HR round. What is HR round? One or two questions will be in your salary
Uh,
negotiations. That's it.
right.
Now tell me whether we won't provide job guarantee. 300% we provide job guarantee because of this process. Hope you understood, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Easily you get selected as a
So,
data scientist. No need to worry
okay.
about it.
Okay. The ratio of the job conversion is like almost 100%. You are saying
100%.
correct.
100%. Because see, basically most of I take students only from what you call proper background. For
Uh-huh.
example, if basically, like basically now you are into RPA, now you are a working professional, already you are into KPMG, right? So basically, right, basically, once a proper training methodology is given to you, there is no question of going back. 100% you get selected as a data scientist, no doubt. Only that a proper guidance should be given, a proper training methodology should be given as per industry standards, proper certifications, proper projects, proper real-time experience. Simply if you get a project now, your resume will not get shortlisted there, right? So
Yeah.
100%, I will make you to shortlist your CV and make you to get in live. Attend 3 or 4 interviews. Fifth interview is your cup of coffee. Believe me, it is a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Easily you can get selected.
Yeah.
Hope you
Okay.
understand. Yeah.
And another thing is the process is first time completely we have to go for the classes,
Ha.
means like a theoretical. Then after that, the second sem
Yes,
onwards,
yes.
it will be like a
That's what.
project
See,
and
basically, first semester, why I'm telling you is the first semester is very important because there is a learning phase. In that this is a 6 months program. In this, 4 months, completely it is a learning phase. You will get a subject matter expert. Then fifth month completely is exams, certification exams. Okay. Then sixth month completely projects. Completely projects. It can be your real-time projects, whatever maybe. Fine. This is very important. Once you finish this now, I can guarantee you 300% a job. Why? Because you are expert now. Now, once you finish this, you enter into your second semester. Second semester is all about your paid internship. Paid internship. Why you should go as a paid internship? To learn your expertise, to mingle with the data scientist, to know what is happening in the industry. Plus your job in MNC companies. Okay, so basically you will be parallelly attending the jobs in MNC companies. Once you get a job in MNC companies, leave this internship and go and settle. For example, you got a paid intern in Microsoft. So many chances are there where you can settle in Microsoft itself. Okay, hope you understood what I'm telling. You got a paid internship in Deloitte. There itself you settle, right? So you got a paid internship in startup. You don't want to work in startup. You want to go to MNC. Then come here and get into MNC job. So like that, completely second semester is dedicated for your internships and your job search. 100% you will get a job within the course period. No doubt about it. Okay, fine.
Okay. Yeah. And sorry to ask these many questions because I wrote it down each and everything.
No problem. Please ask.
So still I have many questions. The class will be completely live class, right? Not recorded.
The classes, how we are teaching now, so how I am interacting with you, it will be like that basically. Hope you understand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will be like
And next thing is, which role will be suitable for my experience?
Which tool?
Which role means as your experience guy and me also in experience. Yeah.
See, basically, I told you, right? So basically, there are many roles. Okay, so
Yes.
as a data scientist, okay, you can take many roles. Basically, what happens now? If you become a data analytics, okay, there is a growth will be very less. Again, they will ask you to upskill, in AI, basically machine learning and all these things. Fine.
Right.
So basically, what I suggest you, okay, so generally, these three are very important. Your, Power BI, Fabric, Microsoft Fabric, okay, then SQL, then Python, okay, then data warehouse, then data engineering, then real-time analytics, okay, then your RPA, okay, fine. Then basically cloud, okay. This skill set plus understanding of your ML, machine learning, because machine learning is all about what you call developing your predictive systems. Okay, machine learning. Okay, so understanding that is I won't make you to I won't tell you should be expertise in this, but if you have the knowledge, that is very important. Machine learning, okay, plus small deployment, MLOps.
Okay.
Along with this, you have, whenever a company asks you, are you good about your deep learning? Yes. Are you good about your generative AI? Yes. Hope you understood, right? So every company will ask you, do you know generative AI? Do you know deep learning? Yes. You should be able to understand. But you should be expertise in these technologies. Hope you understood, right? If you expertise in this technology, you can go as a data science and analytics guy, okay, or data science and AI guy, AI engineer, basically. These are the different roles you take. Hope you understood, right? So once you work for a certain period of time, for example, 1 or 2 years of time, then from data science and analytics, okay, you can just go to what you call team lead position or manager, data science and analytics. For example, I'll show you one profile right away. Just recently, yesterday, I created a profile of a student. Okay, his name is Mukul. See here. So basically, this is his profile. So basically, he's a product manager in Reliance. Okay, he's a product manager basically. But see how I restructured his profile. Now, manager data science manager with 6 years of experience of expertise in Boon, machine learning, ML ops, data analytics, Power BI, Fabric. Hope you understood, right? But he's also trained him on Scrum, project management, and all basically. So basically, now sees how the different skills. Okay, so basically, these are the projects, roles and responsibilities. How basically see here, basically he's working in a Reliance-based retail industry. So basically, we have given a what you called retail-based project for him, customer lifecycle value prediction. These are the technologies used. This is the description. Hope you understood, right? So like this, we need to restructure your CV. This is very important, right? So we should restructure your CV based on your previous domain, all these things. See, the project we kept on Microsoft Fabric, okay? Then finally, we kept one project on machine learning and MLOps. Because as a data scientist, you should be also understand. Now, he start getting jobs on manager in data science and analytics. Hope you understood, right? So like that, your role depends upon your previous experience. Already you are getting 28 lakhs. You can't work as a data analyst now. It is ruled out. Data analyst salaries will be 10 lakhs like that. Hope you should work as a data scientist only. So I suggest you to go as a data scientist along with machine learning, generative AI, all these technologies that will help you a lot. The main thing is, even I suggest you to go as a leader in data science. Okay, so once you go as a leader in data science, you can start approaching your career as a data science manager also like this, like Mukul. Okay, so you can also start working as a Mukul, okay, as a manager, because already you are getting 28 lakhs. Easily you can go to 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs salary. Fine. Okay.
Okay.
This
And
is
next
the
thing is, after completion of this one, can you able to prepare our own LLMs and as well as our chatbots and all?
I can easily make you to become an entrepreneur also.
Okay.
Okay. So what about LLMs? You can start working as you can start your own company also. So for example, he's at Sync, right? So he's Mr. Abhinay. He's my student basically. Okay, he's from IIT Mandi, basically, right? So basically, here, after attending my training, especially, you can start working as entrepreneur. How I basically go and consult a number of companies. You can also do your own business. Basically, now see for example, you take Fabric, Microsoft Fabric. It is a very easy tool and it is a economical tool to provide data science solutions to the companies. At that time, lakhs of crores of amount you need to invest, but it's not like that now. Okay, so because of open source technology, many companies, like your Microsoft, they're coming with data platforms where you can develop your AI solutions to a number of mid-scale companies also. So basically, you can also start your own firm in future and start building the technologies. That is not a problem. Okay, developing LLMs is very small things. Yeah.
Yeah. How we can convert our, present experience into that AI? Because see, when we are switching or upskilling our technology, means obviously people will ask me like,
That's what I'm telling now. This is called as resume restructuring. See, for example, actual resume of Mr. Mukul I'll show. Okay, so basically, actual resume of Mukul is this. Hope you understood, right? For example, you take Mukul. So this is the actual resume of Mukul. Hope you understood, right? So he's a product manager. He is into SAP background. But if he kept this experience, he's not getting the calls on data science. Hope you understood what I'm doing, right? Okay. Basically, these are all into product management, SAP. Now, your resume also will be into RPA, admin, and all. If you put your resume, you will get calls on RPA, not on data science. Hope you understood what I'm telling. So, what you should do? What you should do after 6 months? What we need to do? Myself and you and HR, 3 people should sit basically on triangle basis, and we need to restructure your resume. That is very important. So now we restructured his resume. Now see here, because Mukul is working in e-commerce company, we added these projects basically, right? So basically, these are the projects in the e-commerce company which are related to that company. Please understand. And basically, he's talking about some pandas, Jupyter Notebook, Matplotlib, okay, some customer lifetime value. These are all the domain names which are related to the e-commerce basically or retail industry. So like this, we have given around 3 or 4 projects on different technology. One on Power BI, one on Microsoft Fabric. Now see here, e-commerce analytics basically. Hope you understood, right? So apart from his projects and previous companies' projects, we didn't touch it. So these are all the previous companies' projects because already he worked. Now similarly, you are also RP admin. We won't touch your previous company projects. Let it be like that only, because RPA admin is a very powerful role. Basically, people will think that you are from RPA background. Now, present 3 or 4 projects should be related to your RPA and machine learning or deep learning or generative AI and Power BI Fabric, these data science technologies. So that what happens? Your CV gets shortlisted. That is very important, right? People will think that you are basically implementing providing certain solutions to the organizations, right? That is very important. So resume restructuring is very, very important. That will play a very critical role in your shortlisting of your CV. And companies, they need all about how you correlate your projects with your previous. They will think, they will tell, see, already you are working as RP administrator. What challenges you are facing in your data science? Did you implemented any any projects related to your RPA, right? So all these things basically I will make you to get into that. Don't need to worry. So that whatever the question you ask, it's related to resume restructuring. Hope you understood, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's the final thing is like see, can I have a discuss with Sunil or else
Sunil, yeah, you have a discussion with Sunil. Generally, basically once your enrollment is done, I will start your class within 1 week. Okay, I will onboard you within 1 week, and I will be the complete end-to-end mentor for you, starting from your subject matter expertise, involving into the projects. Now itself, I will assign you to one startup client. So now itself, you can decide your startup client will be this company. Even I will introduce to Aniket Patil and all. Basically, he's one of the director of this company. Okay, so brand sense market research. So basically, now, uh, I can introduce to this company. Basically, we can have one conversation with this company once you get on board. So your journey of understanding the company requirements will start from the beginning itself in your Apshala. Hope you understood, right? Okay, so that you get confidence to implement the things. Okay, fine.
yeah, I mean, main thing is actually before that I have communicated with many things to learn this data science and all.
Hmm.
But there I can't able to get much info and also like and interact with this one's upgrade as well. And
Okay. See, basically, I'll tell you, many students of even mine, they are from upgrad background, they are not getting jobs. Why? Because their model is degree model. They give, I think, some privilege certifications. I think they give some degree
recording
certifications.
sessions completely.
That is not going to help. Recently, yesterday, one student called Abhishek, he attended a demo class of mine. He already completed the course in upgrad, by paying huge amount, but he couldn't get any job also. Even they didn't help in restructuring the resume also, right? So that's what. Never run behind brands. You need to focus. See, I'm a data scientist. Okay, basically with your experience, you should have like me guy. Then basically you should have a startups with you where you want to implement the knowledge in the startups. You should have an experience. Then certification from, see, getting a certification from Triple IT, that won't add a value for you, right? Because it's a university, right? But getting certification from your Microsoft, Nvidia, these are all very, very, topmost companies, AI based companies, where it will add a value for you, right? So even recruiters also will help you to get into the market very easily. And this is the process should be followed, where you don't have in other edtech industries. As per I consider, because I work with a number of edtech industries also, but I got attracted to your Apshala because even one of the advisor, I'm one of the advisors. Basically, this is how, if you get into the data science market, this is how you need to get into, right? First, you should get subject matter expertise. You should do the projects. Then you should get into the basically startup culture, right? Understand the startup culture, work with startups. Then get into your MNC. Restructuring your CV is very important, right? The LinkedIn profile, all these are all things are not happened in the previous. What do you call when you talk about your upgrade, when you talk about your any other institutions,
I mean, even
they are
Scalar
focusing.
also communicated with the Scalar team
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, Scalar. These are all these guys. They are running behind the brands. Just they are focusing on online basically stuff. Main ingredients they are missing the correlations. They are missing the real time projects, startup projects. Once they get money, bye bye. You need to forget about yourself. But here Apshala is great. It's a very good year. They have been for 2 years. They're doing well. It's the best place for you to become a data scientist. Really, am. Right? Okay. I recommend you.
Uh, Fine. That's all from my end. I don't have any questions. I'm really happy the way you are
Thank
explaining and
you.
all.
Thank you
And
for
thank
that.
you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank
So,
you. Thanks a lot.
uh,
Yeah.
uh,
So
I mean,
just coordinate with Sunil, okay, for more information, so that he can onboard you for the enrollment process. Okay. Thank you so much. See you soon as my student. Right? 100% I can place you as a data scientist. I can add to my portfolio.
That's what I'm looking for the same.
Don't
I
worry.
hope I will get a good future.
Don't worry. Even I am from Bangalore. You can come to my office. You can come to Apshala office also. We can.
Surely I will meet because
Yeah.
see why I'm scared. See, basically I'm from Andhra, okay,
Oh,
and uh, mostly like recently I got married, so I
for
have a
your
lot of
information, even I am from Andhra.
when
Basically,
so and recently got married, so
great, great.
scared about to invest a lot of money into that.
Don't worry. See, basically here now, Apshala, the main thing in Apshala now, basically after 6 months, only for 6 months, you should take care of your expenses. Okay. And basically after that, from the 7th month till you get your job, they will help you to get the paid interns. That is 100% they will guarantee you. Why? Because once I train you in these subjects, okay, once I make you to understand the projects, startup culture, you are like a missile in the industry. Okay. And it becomes very easy for the Apshala to place you as an intern in the startup companies. Okay. So basically, this is a remote intern. Basically, you can work from KPMG itself. There is no problem. No legal issue will come. No need to worry about that. Because many of my friends, they are working. Okay. So basically, you get your stipend there. Basically, you can earn your money back, whatever you are investing on your expenses on your fees training. At the same time, you will be attending the MNC companies interviews, right? So 100% once you attend, see till now I've seen many students who attend 5 or 6 interviews, 7th or 8th interview they will clear. Why? Because they will come to know what is the interview process, and it is a cup of coffee for them to clear the interview. Fine. Maximum within 6 8 months you get selected as a data scientist. No doubt regarding that. So once you get start working as 50 lakh, 60 lakh package, really you can celebrate. Then after once you get 50, 60 lakh package, then what is the next? That also I can help you out. How to get into one CR, 2 CR. Hope you understood, right? Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. No need to worry about
okay.
that. I can help you out. Very closely, I can help you out.
That is only my hope.
100%. I'll be there for you. And even what do you call it? Not only online sessions. Basically, Monday to Friday, you can attend online sessions like this. And basically, I will share you all the recording sessions. Also, live sessions will be recorded. It will be uploaded to your portal. And also Saturday, Sunday, if you want, I can meet you in Apshala office or personally wherever you want. I can come to you and I can assist you physically also. Don't worry about it.
And where is in Bangalore, like official office?
I think Apshala office is in Balandur. You know this Eco World?
I mean, I am working in Ecospace.
I mean, next, I near only there is basically you have this Shoba developer, right? Shoba developer commercial, monthly commercial building. So
Okay.
there they have the office. Okay.
Okay. Means besides of me only because GTP Global Technology Park Ecospace Eco
Great. Yeah.
in
Fine.
the middle of it.
Great. So there even I work for Microsoft there basically. So basically,
Here I do have work in Microsoft in
great,
Gurgaon location,
great.
but that is my client only. But
Okay,
payroll will be different company.
understood. So no
Mm,
problem. We can meet. We can once you enroll for the program. Okay, we can meet up physically. I can help you out. Don't worry about that. Right? Yeah.
okay. And any detection in the field?
Can you talk to Mr. Sunil? Na? So because
Yeah.
Sunil is the best guy to help you out. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. Thank you so much. All the best. See you soon. Bye.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
Bye. Have a
Yeah.
nice day.
See you again.